Identification. What is the device? Zoom Text. It's a magnifier reader and it's fully integrated magnification and screen reading program enlarges, enhances, and reads aloud everything on the computer screen. Zoom Text features clear font magnification, customizable enhancements to on-screen colors, pointers, and cursors, complete screen reading, and easy-to-use document reading tools, and really a lot more options than even that. There are 3 versions that are available to this device. Zoom Text Magnifier, which will enlarge and enhance everything on your computer screen with good clarity and making all the applications that you use easy to see and understand. Zoom Text Magnifier End Reader includes all the great features of the magnifier, but for extra money, it will additionally read aloud anything on the computer screen, anything that you place your icon over. You can sit back and as email documents, web pages, and other things are read aloud to you right through the computer speakers when you relax through your eyes even more. So this will not only help visual impairment, but can also help really anyone that spends a lot of time reading on a computer screen. Zoom Text Fusion, the highest level that you can get, provides the features and benefits of the Zoom Text Magnifier, the Zoom Text Reader, plus a complete screen reader. Fusion is perfect for people who over time want a smooth and safe transition from magnification to just full on-screen reading. So no matter what your price budget is, Zoom Text Magnifier Reader is a device that can help visually impaired learners. It's a piece of assistive technology that can do this. The history of the manufacturers is actually really exciting as of late. For over 20 years, AI Squared has been building world-class solutions that make computers and the internet accessible, and according to AI Squared, Zoom Text is the world's best screen magnification and screen reading solution for the visually impaired. But here's the exciting news. As of June 14th, 2016, literally this week, AI Squared joined VFW. Now, VFO. VFO is home of Freedom Scientific and Optelec, 2 competitors in the assistive technology field. This news is going to have quite the effect on the assistive technology landscape. It's really going to change it because VFO is a company that was formed last November to manage already existing Freedom Scientific and Optelec brands. And now they've added AI to Squared to their portfolio. Adding this brand to themselves just is a game changer. Now VFO has the most expansive portfolio in the industry, unmatched distribution, and just huge customer support. The company now can offer the industry's most top-notch screen magnifying solutions like Zoom Text and Magic, other screen reading solutions, JAWS, Zoom Text Fusion, and Window Eyes. They have other video magnifiers, scan read solutions, refreshable braille displays. Them acquiring by VFO now acquiring AI Squared and GW Micro back in 2014, they have become a powerhouse of the assistive technology for helping visual learners. So it should be interesting to see what effect this merger between AI Squared, the manufacturer of Zoom Text, is going to have on the market in general. Zoom Text can help learners navigate the computer. Zoom Text helps low vision users use the computer so that they can see text at a larger size. Some of the features include cursor and pointer enhancements that can change the size and the color of the cursor and pointer so that the user can see the items better. Zoom Text also offers a color enhancement feature so that the user can change the text against the background color so that they can read it more easily. Contrast in color can be a barrier for the visually impaired. The colors of this example site can really be difficult to read, not only for learners with disabilities, but also any visual learner, or any learner in general. The white on the orange background is difficult to see. Once a link is selected, the yellowish color is difficult to see as well with the orange, and the color scheme could just be difficult overall. What ZoomText allows the user to do is to alter the colors of any website in order to help access it visually. Being able to focus can be a difficulty for learners with disabilities. Sometimes it's difficult to track the focus or see any additional pop-ups on the side. This login form is easier to enter the email address and also the password with the help of ZoomText. The ZoomText allows the learner to see the sign-in screen, see the login screen with much more ease. And they also will be able to access different features easier with the assistance of ZoomText. Pricing of ZoomText is pretty hefty. There is a free trial available, and it's highly recommended that you use the free trial at first to see how ZoomText works. I've been using the free trial and I find it very, very helpful. Currently through the AI Squared website, the pricing is at $599 for the version that I'm using. The ZoomText 10.1 is the magnifier and the reader, which we're using for our purposes here, and it's $599. There are several versions that are available that provide for a range of pricing. ZoomText Express is a budget version that's available for $49. ZoomText Magnifier is available for $399. As I said before, to add the magnifier and the reader, you're at $599, and ZoomText Fusion starts at $999. There are different ways to access ZoomText. I recommend best through the manufacturer's website for the most credible pricing and integrity. With all the features that ZoomText offers, there must have been something that came first. There have been several similar magnifying assistive technology tools prior to ZoomText. A low-tech example of this would be in the form of a simple magnifying glass. There have been several different tools that magnify not only a computer screen, such as placing a magnifying piece in front of it, the screen, but simply several different types of lenses that help magnifying display. Modifying the size of the text is another option that can make content and text more accessible to learners with a visual impairment. Magnifier sheets could also be used before ZoomText came out in order to help magnify the computer screen, where you would just place it on the top of the screen. They would work to help distort the screen in order to adapt the magnification. Windows does come with a standard magnifier as well. Visually impaired learners can press certain keys in order to help expand, magnify, and demagnify the screen. By hitting the Windows key, the number pad, and the plus sign on there turns the magnifier on and increases the magnification, and the Windows key plus the number sign pad with the minus symbol reduces that magnification that was increased. And if you wanted to completely get out of magnifying mode, you can hit the Windows key and the escape key as well, and that will turn the magnifier off. There are older versions that came before ZoomText 10.1. That's ZoomText 10.0 and ZoomText 9.0 through 9.19. And really the first ever version that was released for Windows was in 1988, and the first version was released in 1991 to the general public. So ZoomText is available in the different versions, different editions, the ZoomText Magnifier and the ZoomText Magnifier and Reader, which includes a built-in screen reader to that. So there have been assistive technology devices that had come before ZoomText, especially ZoomText 10.1, but ZoomText 10.1 is an incredibly helpful piece of assistive technology.
Adapting the font size as a way to assist a visually impaired learner. Increasing the font size to 18 can help a visually impaired learner. Increasing the font size to 24 can additionally help a visually impaired learner. Changing the font size is a low-tech way in order to help assist visually impaired learners with access.
So this is the basic screen for ZoomText, especially the magnifier screen. So with this option, we do have the reader, which will read things out loud at a different rate, but we're going to go into the magnifier right now. So here we have the power screen. This power allows magnification levels to be set at different increments between 1 and 5 times.
2.3x.
So I'm not sure if on your screen you can see the zooming in. I know the last video I made, it didn't, but actually this even allows even more of that. So it allows an adjustment and a differentiation for different visual needs. So let's say you just need a slight adjustment there. Here we go. And that's at our regular screen at 1x, and that's just the full settings. So moving to the right, we have the type. And the type allows you to magnify the whole screen or specific portions of the screen. So you can pick different parts
monitors disabled.
where we're going. Now, granted, I only have one monitor on this computer, so it'd be difficult to show that. The color is really important to help adjust different kinds of contrast and customize settings. Certain color schemes can make it difficult for people with or without visual impairments. So we can invert the brightness. Whoa, it's kind of freaky. We can go to another scheme and just go yellow on black. Just different ways to modify, and I'm not liking any of these myself, so I can customize what I'd like. But I'd like to just go back to normal for our purposes right now. The pointer feature allows you to make the arrow larger, change the color of the arrow. You can do a lot with the arrow itself. I'm going to make a giant green arrow. Let's say a circle. I like the circle when I'm moving, so it helps me track it better. Because I have a tough time seeing the arrow, but a big circle is a little easier for me. Also, if I'm dealing with cursors, I can adjust the cursor here. It provides a variety of options to make the cursor insertion point easier to use. I could also adjust the focus that puts a colored frame, block, or underline at the area that I'm currently in is focused under. So let me, actually having a difficult time. My face is in the way here. But these are just some ways that we can use the magnifying option of ZoomText 1.0. I can also make adjustments to the speech itself. I mean, right now I'm at a very fast speech rate, but if I really want to slow down the reader,
speech rate 10%.
Or if I really want to read really fast and I don't have a lot of time, I could go to this point.
5%.
Or
90%.
So that helps me adjust and make this unique for me. Even if I wanted to disable the speech, because I'm sick of hearing it repeat everything I do, I could do that as well. There's a lot of adjustments that can be made. When it comes to the materials that are used in the construction of ZoomText, ZoomText is an assistive technology device that comes in the form of software. So the software comes in the form of a CD, but there's also a USB version of ZoomText. When it comes to availability of Zoom Text, you can access the product direct from the manufacturer's website of zoomtext.com. This is the best option for a school district or organization that plans on purchasing more than one version of the Zoom Text software. The individual person may want to research other options in order to try to find the best price possible. I did see some options through Amazon.com, although it is recommended to purchase the product directly through the manufacturer's website. Generally, the pricing options are best and most reputable directly through the manufacturer, AI squared. But with the recent company merger, you could expect changes in features as well as pricing, or at least that's what I predict based on the research that I've done with the company and with the history of the Zoom Text software. So now that I've installed Zoom Text in the free trial, I'm going to open up Zoom Text 10.1. This will allow my entire screen to become Zoom Text with the magnifier and the reader to help.
Welcome to Zoom Text enabled. Zoom Text activation. I have a serial number and want to activate Zoom Text.
So I want to add it for the free trial period.
Zoom Text 60. Next, Zoom Text 10.1.
And now that I've hit next, I have the basic Zoom Text screen, and there are many options that I can do.
Zoom Text 10.1.
So it will read at this point many things that I want to. And as I look through the screen, I have all of my other files, but they're much easier to see. So let's say, for example, I want to work on my field experience paper.
Keith Powell Field Experience. Opening Microsoft Word. Cancel.
So it brings me
Powell Field Experience Compatibility Mode Microsoft Word
into my file for Microsoft Word. And now I'm able to use programs that I can always use for my computer in their raw form. So let's say I want to open up a new file. I didn't want to work on this.
File.
I have the help of the reader,
New.
and I also have an enlarged screen. So if I'm already familiar with a lot of the programs, the basic features of Zoom Text allow me to still use the same ones.
Blank document.
So I'm starting my blank document, and let's say I want to
Document 1. Microsoft Word.
write a new paper. Okay, so my name,
Keith Powell.
and let me write a journal entry about how my day was today.
After school, I went shopping for some food. I wanted to make dinner.
Okay, and there we go. That's my little journal file.
File. Info.
Save as.
Unknown.
And that's my journal.
Save as.
Okay, now
Microsoft Word.
as I scroll my mouse over, I can just access different parts of the screen.
Keith Powell Field Experience Compatibility Mode Microsoft Word.
And I'd like to get out of Microsoft Word, and I'm familiar with that. I just hit the X.
Text 10.1.
And here I am. And now I can actually make adjustments to, let's say, the reader. Let's say I'm just, I want to adjust some things on the reader. I'm able to do that there. If I want to make some adjustments to the magnifying glass, I can adjust
2.3x, 3.5x,
that level.
2.25x.
I can adjust the colors and the schemes.
Blue dye. Black and white. Context. Scheme. Reverse. Yellow on black.
Well, that definitely doesn't help.
Context.
Let me go back to normal. And there's several different options that turn my usual computer screen into a magnifier and as well as an audio reader. And these are just some basic ways that Zoom Tech can help visually impaired learners.